In a deluge that stunned residents and overwhelmed emergency services, Chattanooga, Tennessee, was battered by torrential rainfall on Tuesday, August 12th, resulting in widespread flash flooding, infrastructure paralysis, and a declaration of a local state of emergency. The city recorded 6.42 inches of rain at the Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport, making it the second wettest day in its history. The rainfall began early Tuesday morning and intensified throughout the day, with moisture streaming northward from the Gulf of Mexico. Combined with the hilly terrain of the southern Appalachian region, the conditions created a perfect storm for flash flooding. By evening, drainage systems were overwhelmed, and water levels surged across Hamilton County and neighboring areas. Interstate 24, a major artery through Chattanooga, was inundated with over 3 feet of water in some sections, forcing authorities to shut down the highway in both directions between Belvoir Avenue and Spring Creek Road. TDOT cameras captured dramatic scenes of stranded vehicles and heroic rescues, including a police officer pulling a woman from floodwaters on I-24 westbound. The Chattanooga Fire Department and Hamilton County Office of Emergency Management launched swift water rescue operations across the city. Teams equipped with headlamps and rafts navigated submerged streets to reach trapped residents. Notable rescue efforts occurred on Clemens Road and Swope Drive in East Ridge, where firefighters evacuated residents from flooded homes. In Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, just southeast of Chattanooga, emergency crews evacuated over 100 residents from 2 apartment complexes, the crossings on Fant Drive and Fountain Brooks on Cross Street. Despite the chaos, officials reported no injuries or fatalities as of Tuesday evening. As floodwaters surged, Hamilton County schools and several private institutions, including Boyd Buchanan School, Chattanooga Girls Leadership Academy, and Montessori Elementary, announced 2-hour delays for Wednesday, August 13th. The Brainerd Recreation Center was opened as an emergency shelter for displaced residents. The Hamilton County Emergency Operations Center was activated to coordinate response efforts, and Mayor Weston Wamp declared a local state of emergency, stating, "We ask the public to please exercise extreme caution. We will continue to assess damage overnight and into the morning." Roads across Chattanooga were rendered impassable. Brainerd Road, Germantown Road, and Moore Road were submerged, with vehicles attempting to navigate unknown depths of water.
Thank God I decided not to do it.
Sheriff Austin Garrett warned, "This is extremely widespread. It made it very difficult for us to get here ourselves to try to help other people. Don't make yourself a victim. Stay home." The National Weather Service issued multiple flash flood warnings for Hamilton and Bradley counties, urging residents to turn around, don't drown. Officials reminded the public that just 6 inches of moving water can knock an adult off their feet, and 1 foot of floodwater can stall or carry away most vehicles. Meteorologists attributed the flooding to a surge of tropical moisture from the Gulf, which collided with the mountainous terrain of southeastern Tennessee. This combination enhanced convection and led to rapid rainfall accumulation. Chattanooga typically receives about 3.5 inches of rain in August. Tuesday's total nearly doubled that in a single day. The storms were part of a broader, unsettled weather pattern affecting the southeast, with forecasters predicting continued rainfall through midweek before drier air returns to the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures are expected to climb into the 90s, with heat indexes approaching 100 degrees Fahrenheit later in the week.
Well, they just opened the new interstate.
The flooding extended into northwest Georgia, where Catoosa and Walker counties reported rainfall totals nearing 4 inches, with an additional 1 to 3 inches expected. Georgia Highway 341 at Mission Ridge Road was closed, and travel delays were reported on Interstate 75 and 24.
You said it.
Numerous roads in Fort Oglethorpe were underwater, and the Georgia Department of Transportation issued warnings about hazardous travel conditions. The National Weather Service emphasized that flash flooding was ongoing and could intensify overnight. Photos and videos shared by residents and emergency agencies depicted submerged vehicles, brown floodwaters engulfing intersections, and rescue teams navigating urban waterways. One particularly striking image showed a raft being pushed toward a building in East Ridge, where residents were trapped inside. Officials stressed the importance of heeding flood warnings and avoiding travel during extreme weather events. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The NWS warned, "Move to higher ground now. Act quickly to protect your life." The Chattanooga flood serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerability of urban areas to flash flooding, especially when extreme weather converges with aging infrastructure and complex terrain. Emergency crews will continue rescue operations and begin cleanup efforts. Mayor Wamp's office is coordinating with state and federal agencies to evaluate long-term recovery needs. While the city avoided fatalities, the emotional and economic toll of the flood will linger. Residents are urged to report damage, avoid flooded areas, and support community recovery efforts. Meanwhile, Weston Wamp, the mayor of Hamilton County, which includes Chattanooga, declared a state of emergency shortly before 10 p.m. and asked residents to exercise extreme caution. The National Weather Service had forecast excessive rain concentrated in the southern Appalachian region, particularly the valley where Chattanooga, a low-lying city of 180,000 people, sits along the Tennessee River.
Shit, that whole street's flooded.
6 inches of rain fell on Tuesday evening at Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport, known as Lovell Field, according to the Weather Service. A flash flood warning was in effect for Hamilton County and neighboring Bradley County until 2:45 a.m. local time. Photos and videos posted on social media by the Chattanooga Fire Department showed firefighters rescuing people from floating cars and partly submerged homes. A trailer truck was among the vehicles stuck in muddy waters along Interstate 24, which reopened after floodwaters receded, according to Lindsay Rogers, a spokeswoman for the fire department. "No injuries have been reported," she said. Many roads, including the Amnicola Highway, which traverses downtown Chattanooga, were still flooded as of 10 p.m. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office urged people in a social media post to avoid unnecessary travel. Hamilton County Sheriff Austin Garrett said during a press conference that he had never seen such widespread flooding that had such a severe impact on travel, according to the Chattanooga Times Free Press. "I've seen flooding throughout my career all over the county," he said. "It's typically concentrated in one area. This is extremely widespread. It made it difficult for us to even get here ourselves to try to help other people." The sheriff's office posted photos to X showing cars completely swamped with brown floodwater. Another post urged drivers to stay put if they were in a safe location and to not attempt to drive over flooded roadways. High humidity levels during storms will create a tropical-like atmosphere Tuesday in Georgia, possibly bringing up to 4 inches of rain and localized flash flooding to the state and causing travel issues. The heaviest rainfall may occur in areas north of Interstate 20, from Rome to Jasper to Gainesville to Blairsville to Dalton, said Keith Stellman, meteorologist in charge with the National Weather Service's Peachtree City office. He told Patch the impacted areas include Metro Atlanta and the North Georgia mountains. With early morning showers, Stellman said the storms and flooding could begin after 3 p.m. Tuesday. Lightning may also blend in with the storms. In areas where 3 to 4 inches of rain drops, localized flooding in some isolated areas is possible, making roads dangerous for travel. If it happens over a short period of time, like 1 or 2 hours, any low-lying areas or roads can fill up with water, and drains can back up in those cases, Stellman said. You obviously do not want to drive through. Roads covered with water will make it difficult to see what is under the road or determine if the road is still intact, he added. Storm chances for Wednesday are high but may dwindle as the weekend nears. However, Stellman warned temperatures could rise to 90-degree real field temperatures and 100-degree heat indices. Though the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is currently monitoring Tropical Storm Erin in the Atlantic Ocean, Stellman noted the system may not brush along the East Coast for 8 to 10 days, if it nears landfall at all. The Georgia Emergency Management and Homeland Security Agency offers tips for facing flooding and flash flooding. Updates will be posted on the Weather Service's Twitter page, the Weather Service's Facebook page, and its website.